told me that he would never forget me and I'd always be his favorite teacher. And that.
What's a moment with a student that you'll never forget that reminded you why you do this?
I have a lot. I've been so blessed throughout my career to have just interacted in really special ways with kids. But I have one kid who comes to mind right now. And I was blessed to be this little boy's teacher in first grade, again in third grade. And then he just graduated from eighth grade. He promoted to high school. And so in first grade, just like a cute kid, had a great time. I love music. And so music is a pretty big part of my classroom. And he really resonated with that. He was excited to be part of that. He fell in love with the bands that I always utilized in my classroom to implement structures. This song turns on, you guys know it's time to do this. And so he's really cute. He's made me artwork throughout his career. So he drew me this little picture of the monkeys in first grade. And then I went and changed schools and I was teaching third grade and he did not know. But when he came in and saw that I was his teacher, just him and his family were just elated. It was a really cool moment to see oh, these people are excited to be part of my story again, or for me to be part of their story. The classroom family that I cultivate, that I'm very gifted by God to be able to cultivate, is really special. And so this classroom, he just so great in my classroom. Friends with everybody, we all care about each other. And then he moves on to fourth grade and really struggled to interact with classmates, struggled to listen to authority. These struggles that I'd never experienced with him between first grade and third grade, did not see. And so I was his safe place. He would come to my classroom when he needed to check out, just to take some space away, And it wasn't a come have fun, this is a reward. It was a, hey, what are you feeling right now? And why is this how you're manifesting it? How do we solve this problem? And I don't solve my students' problems. I give them the tools to solve their own problems. I always call them kid problems versus teacher problems. Of course, there are some things that I'm going to interact with. But for the most part, I want them to take accountability and see how are they handling the conflict in their life. So I spent a lot of time with this guy, still supporting him, which I think maybe he just didn't have those supports in place. So as the year went on, I was still blessed to be able to build a relationship with him. And then he just kind of was always one of those kids that popped in, came and visit me, brought me little presents and tangent. But I've saved every coffee cup that a kid's ever given me. You get so many coffee cups when you're a teacher, and I've held on to every one. And I rotate them out daily. So I'll bring my coffee to school, and then I'll pour it from my coffee cup into one of my school mugs. And I do that because kids will always come into my classroom, and every once in a while the stars will align, and I'll be drinking out of the cup that they got me. And so him coming into the classroom one morning and me drinking out of the cup that he got me, and it said, out of my mind, back in 5 minutes, which is so perfect. It made him, I think he was in sixth grade, made him feel oh my gosh, this person still loves me. I haven't been her student in 3 years, she still loves me. And then most recently, he promoted from eighth grade and he just became this very valuable member of our campus. He showed strong leadership skills. He was participating in extracurriculars, just a good guy. And after their ceremony, before he would leave campus, because the eighth graders left school and then that was it, they didn't come back, he begged the principal to let me come see him. And so the principal actually sent the PE teacher into my classroom to cover me so that I could go out there and just say goodbye one last time. And he gave me a little present. It was really cute. And it was just a note that one of the student council teachers she pulled a couple of kids to be all right, who's somebody on your campus that you're always gonna remember? And he picked me, and it was a box of Sour Patch Kids, because sometimes he's sour, sometimes he's sweet. And he just told me that he would never forget me and I'd always be his favorite teacher. And that is really cool when you build that relationship, with kids. And I know that in 10 years, he might not think about me all the time, but I think there'll be whispers of me with him forever.